Wanene Keener.
And the type of artist you are?
I do pastel. This is a chalk that is rolled up in a small piece of paper, and it's got...
Explain where you live.
I live northwest of Eufaula, Oklahoma, and that's, of course, on Eufaula Lake, USA. Eufaula, Oklahoma, USA.
And if others wanted to find you, how would they find you?
From the Main Street studio in downtown Eufaula, Oklahoma, USA.
So what made you want to actually be in Eufaula? Have you born and lived here, or what?
We've lived here for, we've had a little trailer here all of our life. We live in Oklahoma City, but we moved down to the lake because we loved it so much. And
so the brown water, did you like the brown water, or were you thinking?
The brown water is not in this area. There are areas of the lake that is very clear, and we have beautiful water, beautiful trees, and that's what I like to paint, to things that are really lovely around me.
What artist has influenced you most?
What artist has influenced me most goes all the way back to the Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo. When you look up at that chapel, you see a lot of movement in the figures, and but if you look at the background is all gold. It's there's not much background in the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. And then when we get on down into the old masters, that was back in the 16th century, I would say that Peter Paul Rubens was my favorite, simply because his paintings were so bright and cheery, and they weren't at all drab and cold and dreary and sad. They made you smile when you looked at them, and the luminosity of the faces were just almost better than real life. And then coming on down through the ages, I think I would have to say in the modern, more modern artisans, back in the right before the early 19th century, Maxfield Parrish was a big influence. He did a lot of figures. He did a lot of things that had not been done in the past, and I think that's one of the things that you really find out about an artist, if they can do things, come up with something that has never been done before. And in the present day, or there was a time a few years back where the cowboy artists were really popular, and I would have to say that Frederick Remington was the one that painted most action paintings, and he's out in the Cowboy Hall of Fame. And the wildlife artist, I like Carl Brender's wildlife artist, Robert Bateman, and they could make the animals look real, and I like realism.
How have you handled the business side of being an artist?
The business side of being an artist was really kind of difficult, in that when you're a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, and a great-great-grandmother, you don't have very much time. But the first painting I sold I put that money aside, and I built out of that money. I was lucky enough to sell some of my first works, and from that I kept putting that money back and not buying any more supplies or paying any more entry fees until I had the money in my cash to do that.
What are the best and worst parts of being a working artist?
Not having enough time to do what you want to do, and I want to do it all. I want to paint everything that's beautiful around me. I want all the ugly gone. I want all the unuseful things away from me. I want beauty. I want interesting things, and that's what I try to paint.
What's the best part of being an artist?
Oh, I bring art into everything I do. That's the best part. My whole life is art. I bring it in with, I hate to bring it in with cooking, but I do. You can make little table arrangements.
Culinary arts is art.
Culinary arts, no culinary art. I'm not. I cook because I have to live and be healthy, but I try to keep beauty, or what I think is beauty. A lot of people wouldn't think these rocks were very beautiful, but I think they are gorgeous rocks, and I pick up what I like. If it's free, if it's lying around in the lake somewhere.
What advice would you give an artist just starting out?
An artist just starting out, I would say paint what you like to paint. If you go to a class and they have a setup there where you don't really care for that vase, or you don't care for that flower, or you don't care for that whatever it is, your painting won't turn out very well. But if you really, really love it, your painting will probably be the best one in the class.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Let's see. If you were a customer and you wanted to buy art at a festival or an art gallery, I would say don't let anybody influence what you like. Buy or purchase what you like, what you love, what is dear to you. Because I think if someone tries to persuade you, maybe it's not for your benefit, maybe it's for theirs.
If there's anything you would say to the world of now, or let's say 100 years from now, what would it be?
Art is something that you can take with you and be with you all of your life, and you can paint today, and then that still would be your statement 100 years from now.